Hi YouTube world, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. I am Adrienne, I live in New York City and I love playing with makeup. I am just today wrapping up a 30-day lip challenge where I challenged myself to use as many of my lip products as I could and talk to you about them and kind of convince myself about them and all that good stuff. I just got home from work. I am a sweaty mess. But in front of me, I have some very exciting products. It's going to be a little bit of a mishmash, a bit of a roundup of products that I haven't yet mentioned, and I feel like they deserve to be talked about. I have 7 products I want to tackle. The first one up is from Haus Laboratories. It's the lip oil. It's this one here. I have mine in the shade Secondary. This is a fantastic lip oil. Now, I purchased mine from Amazon. I know now it's like a fancier container and it is sold at Sephora. But I want to show you the color it turns. So even though it's the orange one, it does give a little bit of pigment, but it's not orange. And that's my one criticism about it. The texture of it though is really delicious and it has a similar doe foot to the Clarins. I find it to be less sticky than the Clarins, more comfortable, and just really a pleasure to wear. I put this on all the time. I could be, you know, it could be nighttime and sometimes I even use this as a night treatment. I think the big findings for me in the lip oil realm was really the Sigma Lip Renew oil in this one. I mean, look how pretty. I know I've talked about in some video in the past, I think when I talked about Glossier, but I wanted to go ahead and talk about it now too. It is the Glossier Balm.com. It's the one that comes in these type of tubes. Every single scent and flavor and whatever in this line is incredible, except for the lavender. Do not touch the lavender with a 10-foot pole. It's not a lavender that you want near your mouth. It's too kind of English yardly lavender. I mean, I threw it in the trash. I got it. It was disgusting. I threw it in the trash. Every other scent though of theirs that I have tried, every single one, the coconut is incredible. The BareMinerals.com, this is like a little bit of a dupe to Clinique's Black Honey. I'll show you right now. It has a real kind of natural berry scent. I find all the scents, except for that lavender, are really natural. They smell exactly what you want them to smell like. And some of them have some really pretty tints. You can build this one up, but this one is like a little bit more heavily tinted. This is like my newest favorite, which is the Cookie Butter Balm. If you love like the Trader Joe's cookie butter, if you love speculoos, if you love cookie butter, this is amazing. It's a beautiful color, kind of like a bit of a nudie, a warm nudie color. It's perfect for the holidays, like such a nice alternative to like the holidays scented lip balms that come out. I wish, you know, like their application is like utilitarian, you know, it's not like a comfort applicator, but whatever, you can get them in pack of 3. The birthdaybalm.com is really pretty. It has little sparkles in it. The rose is really beautiful. If you like rose, it's kind of like a sweetened rose. The wild fig is great. The mango is incredible. So I just can't say enough about them. The cherry, if you're into cherry. They're just incredible, and if you are curious about Glossier, I think that they are launching soon at Sephora, and it might be a good time to like try one of these. And I'm still a little bit on the fence. I want to love it more. This is by BareMinerals. It is their Mineralist Lip Gloss Balm. I have mine in the shade Love. These have like a little bit of a fruity candy scent, but very soft. It's just a dusty mauve color, kind of like the perfect neutral. It's a very nice formula. It's not particularly sticky. I feel like it fills in the lips quite nicely. Color is smooth. It doesn't have any kind of like tingling or anything like that, like kind of plumping. It's just a nice gloss. If I'm gonna be real nitpicky, I just find it to be slightly too thick. Slightly too thick, and for that reason I'm not like over the moon. I could see why you're a big fan of these, and they do have a really pretty color range. So I do think this is a great product, and BareMinerals is one of these companies that I always want to support, so I'll always keep trying. Now, a formula that kind of slid in and I had no idea that I was gonna love it as much as I did. I think this is called the Tarte Sequence Lip Balm. It comes in these this recycled paper packaging. I have more colors on the way because it went on sale for half off at Tarte, and that was enough for me to get every color I've ever wanted in it. So I have more colors coming, and if you're interested in seeing like a swatch video of all the shades I have, let me know. But I'm just gonna go ahead and put one on. This one is Berry, and it has like a refreshing mint scent. Sort of reminds me of their lippies. They're like lingerie lips that they used to have in the crayon. I don't know if they still have those, but that had like a bright minty scent. These have the same type of scent. These have that cooling feeling similar to the Maracuja plumping. The difference is that these aren't as thick. I find that those can be really thick and you can go heavy-handed with them. Either if it's the regular juicy lip or the plumping one, any of those, you can go real heavy-handed. This one is just like the perfect balm gloss. I think I prefer these. I really do. I just think they're so comfortable. They're nice. The cooling is nice and subtle. Makes you feel like you just brush your teeth. So it has a refreshing kind of feel. And they just make the lips look really youthful. These are just a utilitarian product that I throw in my bag and I love, and I just wanted to make mention of it because I don't think I hear people talking about this Tarte product. Next up is one that I had heard a lot about, and I actually feel like it lives up to the hype. It's a unique product. This is from Merit, and it's their tinted sheer lip oil. I'm gonna disagree with what the product is by the name alone. I have mine in the shade Marrakesh. Pretty standard doe foot. It has like no discernible scent to it. And this one is kind of a toasted peach. I think this is a beautiful product. It is super thin on the lips. It does feel very emollient, like an oil. I just don't think I would call it a sheer tinted oil when it has as much pigment as it does. I think I would call it a pigment lip oil, just so that you know what you're getting yourself into when you're buying this kind of product. I feel like if someone sees sheer lip oil, they're gonna be thinking something like the Haus Labs. And this is nothing like the Haus Labs. This is a lot thinner, and it really applies like a light lipstick. And surprisingly, because it has so much pigment, it lasts a lot longer. And in fact, like as it wears down, it leaves almost like a really pretty blotted effect. Let me see if I can't recreate that. So there, I just blotted it down, and you can see like it took down the shine a lot, but my lips still feel incredibly hydrated. Also, the color is really smooth on this, and I would highly recommend it. I think it's a beautiful product, and I actually like it a lot more than their lipstick, which I have reviewed. Now this one, she's expensive. One of my lovely subscribers asked me to compare the Givenchy Le Rouge Sheer Velvet to the NARS Soft Matte Lip Balms that I love so much. So it came in this packaging. I picked mine up in 27 Rouge Infusé. And if you've never seen this packaging, because I never saw it before till I received it, and in fact, it took me a minute to figure out even how to open it. It's this packaging, and I mean, look at this. It's velvet. People, it's velvet. I mean, I am not a luxury person. So this, when this came into my life, my breath was taken away. I mean, I've never owned something so beautiful. So beautiful. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And then once you figure out how to open it, you just kind of pull the bottom. Here's the lipstick, and it's like, it has this wonderful kind of matte texture to it. The scent on it, you know, I'm gonna say something about the scent because I can't stand these luxury brands and the fact that they pour an entire bottle of perfume in it. This one's a little bit better. This is a little bit better than Chanel or YSL. This one smells like a Maybelline lipstick, which is kind of weird. It makes me think, like, are they made in the same place? Because I feel like L'Oreal's lipsticks smell a lot like YSL, and these lipsticks smell a lot like Maybelline. I haven't found the Chanel comparison yet, but yeah, it's just pretty bizarre. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on and just show you how it applies. That's the lipstick applied. It is quite a beautiful formula. It applies completely evenly, not patchy at all. Really, really lovely. The feeling of the lipstick is much more waxy, like it's almost like a wax oil blend, whereas I would say that the NARS, these are more, there's almost like a bit of a grit to them. There's a little bit more nourishment in the long run with the NARS, and I think for that reason I prefer it. But this is really beautiful. It's like, it's immediately has that blotted look from the get-go. If the fragrance doesn't bother you, then I think this is a beautiful product. If the price point doesn't bother you, then I think this is a beautiful product. But I think for me, it's not for me, because that fragrance is a killer for me. That fragrance really gets me, and I find that I'm smelling it kind of like all day, and I don't love how it makes my lips look at the end of the day. My lips look quite dry. I find that the NARS Soft Matte Balm is much more forgiving. The last product up, which I was so excited to pick up, I wanted this the moment it was announced, is from MAC. It is their Powder Kiss Velvet Blur Slim Stick. It comes in this packaging here. I picked mine up in the shade Over the Taupe, and it comes in these beautiful components. So sleek, so beautiful, so heavy. It feels really, really heavy. Again, wish they would have put some kind of color indicator at the end, but that's okay. It has that same soft MAC vanilla scent. It's a really, really pretty color. I've never been the biggest fan of the original Powder Kiss formula. I found it to be too drying on my lips, but I had heard that this one was a bit more hydrating. And I have to agree, it is more hydrating, and yet it still has that kind of blurry feeling. I do think, however, it does remind me a bit of the NARS Soft Matte Balms. This is a lot creamier, thicker. This feels like you have a regular lipstick on in terms of like the weight, that thickness that you get if you put on like a drugstore, many of the drugstore lipsticks, like a regular cream lipstick. That's the weight of this. And for the effect, I much prefer, again, kind of the NARS. And let me just come them side by side so you can see. So I just applied Touch Me from the NARS line on my left side, and I still have the MAC one on. And I just prefer the NARS. The NARS feels so much more hydrating. It feels easier. There's less of a tug on my lips. Whereas the MAC feels like it is just thicker. That being said, I feel like the MAC is a bit more long wearing, but still really, really comfortable. So I think if this interests you, you might be really happy with it. But if what you're looking for is sort of that matte, easy to wear, I still would go with the NARS. I still would go with the NARS. You think with the amount of nice things I've said about this freaking product that NARS would be paying me, but they're not. I do this all out of the love of sharing lip products I am truly obsessed with, and that's one of them. So I hope you enjoyed that roundup to celebrate 30 days of lip products. I have not forgotten that I committed to sharing a lip declutter, and I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. I already have a huge box filled with over 100 lip products that I will be decluttering. But I feel like I need a good solid week from now until probably next weekend to go through, organize my lipsticks and see if there isn't anything else I want to declutter, because I really just want to do one really good declutter, and then I will film what I decluttered and I'll show you how nice and organized my drawer is, maybe. Or maybe I'll just show you the declutter. I don't know yet. Thank you so much to all of you who took this journey with me. I have listed all my 30-day lip challenge videos in my 30-day playlist, so you could take a look at those. I'll add also my single eyeshadow to those. I did a 30-day challenge of single eyeshadows. That one was a lot of fun. I might have to do that one again. And yeah, I just really appreciate you all, and I appreciate just you engaging and supporting me. It just means the world to me to connect with you all. So wishing you all the best and hoping that your week ends up beautiful. Take care, everyone, and we will talk soon. Bye.